The music thumped through the grand hall, but Lila barely noticed. Her heels clicked against the marble floor as she scanned the crowd, searching for Ethan. Her husband had invited her to his company's annual gala, yet he was nowhere to be found. She had dressed to impress. A sleek black dress, crimson lips, a scent that turned heads. But what was the point if the man she came for had already disappeared? She pulled out her phone. No new messages. Her stomach twisted. Something felt off. Lila wandered through the quieter hallways, past waiters carrying silver trays of champagne, past laughing couples tangled in flirtatious whispers. A sudden sound stopped her. Muffled voices behind a closed office door. A giggle, a hushed, "Someone might see us." Her heart pounded. She recognized that voice. Sophie, Ethan's coworker, his work friend, the one he always mentioned a little too often. Lila took a step closer, her breath shallow. A rustle of fabric. A soft moan. Her fingers clenched around the phone. She could storm in, confront him, end it all right here. But instead, she turned and walked away, her heels echoing like a warning she refused to heed. Outside the hotel, she inhaled the cold air, trying to steady herself. Her phone buzzed. Noah. Come to the Regent. Urgent. Her pulse quickened. Noah, her nephew by marriage. But their relationship had never been simple. He was younger, charming, dangerously smooth. A mistake she had promised herself would never happen again. But tonight, everything blurred. She arrived at the hotel, her hands unsteady as she knocked. The door opened, and there he was, leaning against the doorway, his smirk both knowing and inviting. "You came?" he murmured, stepping aside. Lila walked in, arms crossed. "What's so urgent?" Noah studied her, his gaze slow and deliberate. "I know about Ethan." Her stomach dropped. "What?" He pulled out his phone, swiping to a set of photos. Ethan and Sophie, tangled together in the very same office Lila had just walked past. Lila swallowed the lump in her throat. "How did you?" "I have my ways." He stepped closer, voice lowering. "You deserve better. And you know it." She laughed bitterly. "Better? Like what? You?" Noah didn't blink. "Yes." Silence stretched. The weight of the evening pressed against her, Ethan's betrayal, her own tangled past with Noah, the unshakable pull between them. "I can't do this," she whispered. Noah reached for her hand, fingers brushing her skin. "You already did." Lila pulled away, shaking her head. "It was a mistake." His jaw clenched. "Then let me be your next one." A dangerous offer, a dangerous man, and Lila wasn't sure she could say no. Lila sat in her car, gripping the steering wheel so tightly her knuckles turned white. The pictures of Ethan and Sophie burned into her mind, an inescapable betrayal playing on a loop. She had suspected, but seeing it made her stomach churn. The humiliation, the anger. It boiled under her skin like an untamed fire. She needed to confront him. By the time she arrived home, it was past midnight. Ethan was already in bed, pretending to be asleep. Lila slid in beside him, staring at the ceiling, her heart hammering. His breathing was steady, too controlled. He wasn't asleep. He was waiting, avoiding. The next morning, Ethan was already dressed when she woke up. "Early meeting," he muttered, avoiding eye contact. Lila forced a smile. "Have a good day." The moment he left, she grabbed his phone from the nightstand. He never changed his password. She scrolled through his messages. "Sophie, last night was amazing. I can't stop thinking about you." Her vision blurred. She dropped the phone, hands shaking. "It's real." Lila rushed to her car, fury carrying her to Ethan's office. She walked straight through the glass doors, nodding politely at the receptionist, acting like she belonged. The office was busy, but she spotted Sophie in the break room, laughing, sipping coffee. Lila's nails dug into her palm. Instead of confronting her, she turned away. "Not here. Not yet." As she exited the building, her phone buzzed. "Daniel." She hesitated. He was Noah's best friend, but he was also something else. She answered. "Daniel." His voice was low. "We need to talk. About Noah." They met at a quiet bar, away from prying eyes. Daniel was already seated, nursing a drink. His gaze met hers, something unreadable in his expression. Lila sat across from him. "What's this about?" Daniel leaned in. "He's obsessed with you." She stiffened. "That's ridiculous." "Is it?" He set down his glass. "He knew about Ethan. He made sure you found out. He played you." Lila's stomach twisted. "Noah wouldn't." Daniel sighed. "He would. And he did. He's been waiting for Ethan to mess up. Waiting for you to break so he could be the one to catch you." Her pulse pounded in her ears. Noah's words from the night before echoed in her head. "Then let me be your next mistake." She stood abruptly. "I have to go." Daniel grabbed her wrist, his touch familiar. "Be careful." Her throat tightened. They weren't innocent either. She pulled away and left, her mind spinning. By the time she got home, Ethan was waiting, his expression unreadable. "You were at my office," he said quietly. Lila met his gaze. "And you were in a locked room with Sophie." Silence. Heavy. Suffocating. Then Ethan smirked. He wasn't denying it. Lila stood in the doorway, her pulse hammering. Ethan leaned back against the kitchen counter, arms crossed, that smirk still on his face. He wasn't ashamed. He wasn't sorry. "You knew," he said simply. Lila clenched her fists. "And you didn't even try to hide it." He shrugged. "What's the point? You've got your secrets too." Her stomach dropped. He knew. Ethan stepped forward, his voice calm, almost amused. "Noah, right?" Lila's breath caught. "What are you talking about?" "Come on, Lila. You think I don't notice the way he looks at you? The way you disappear when he calls?" Ethan chuckled darkly. "You think I haven't seen the way you look at him?" Lila felt the room closing in. "How long?" He pressed. She swallowed hard. "It was a mistake." Ethan smirked. "We all make them." Her phone vibrated. Noah. She ignored it, but Ethan had already seen. Speak of the devil. The tension was unbearable. Lila grabbed her keys and walked out, leaving Ethan standing there, watching. She drove without thinking, her mind a chaotic mess. Her car pulled into the hotel parking lot before she even realized where she was. She shouldn't be here, but she got out anyway. Noah was waiting in the lobby, his eyes lighting up when he saw her. "You came." Lila exhaled sharply. "We need to talk." He nodded, leading her up to his room. As soon as the door closed, he reached for her. "Noah, stop." He froze, searching her face. "What's wrong?" "You planned this," she whispered. He didn't deny it. "You wanted me to find out about Ethan. You wanted this to happen," she accused. Noah sighed, running a hand through his hair. "I wanted you to see the truth. I wanted you to choose me." "You don't love me," Lila said, shaking her head. "You just wanted to win." Noah's jaw tightened. "And if I did?" Her phone buzzed again. "Ethan." And then another vibration. "Daniel." Lila's chest tightened. Before she could react, the door burst open. Ethan. Behind him, Daniel. And Sophie. Everything stopped. Ethan's eyes flickered between them, his expression unreadable. "So it's true." Noah smirked. "What did you expect?" Sophie scoffed, arms crossed. "You're one to talk, Noah. Or did you forget about me?" Lila's breath hitched. "What?" Daniel sighed, shaking his head. "This just keeps getting better." Lila looked at Noah, searching for denial, for anything, but he only smiled. Ethan turned to Lila. "Still think you're innocent?" Her world shattered. Every lie, every betrayal, all of them were guilty, and in the end nobody had truly won. Lila stood frozen, the weight of every deception pressing down on her. The room felt too small, suffocating. Ethan's gaze burned into her, demanding something. An explanation. An excuse, maybe even regret, but she had none. Noah leaned against the dresser, arms crossed, utterly unfazed. "So now what?" Sophie scoffed. "You really think this is a game, don't you?" Noah smirked. "Isn't it?" Lila's stomach turned. She had thought she was the one making choices, but she had been played just like everyone else. Daniel stepped forward, shaking his head. This is pathetic. All of us, standing here, pretending to be shocked when we've all been lying. His eyes flicked to Sophie. Some of us more than others. Sophie's expression darkened. Oh please, you're hardly innocent. Lila's voice came out hoarse. How long? Sophie's lips curled into something cruel. Does it matter? Ethan let out a bitter laugh. Guess not. Since we're being honest, I knew about Daniel. I just didn't care. Daniel stiffened. You knew. Ethan shrugged. You were a distraction for her, just like Sophie was for me. Lila's nails dug into her palms. And me? Ethan met her gaze. You were convenient. The words cut deeper than she expected. Noah pushed off the dresser, stepping closer. So leave him, Lila. He doesn't deserve you. She turned to him, something sharp in her chest. And you do. For the first time, Noah faltered. You manipulated me. She whispered. You used Ethan's affair to get what you wanted. You never cared about what it would do to me. Ethan snorted. Finally figured that out, huh? Noah's jaw tightened. I do care about you, but you don't love me. Lila said, voice steady. Not really. This was never about love. This was about winning. Silence. Sophie exhaled, rolling her eyes. Well, this has been fun, but I'm done. She grabbed her purse, glancing at Ethan. Guess I'll see you at work. Daniel shook his head. Unbelievable. Ethan didn't stop her, didn't call after her. He just stood there, expression unreadable. Noah reached for Lila's hand. We can still. She pulled away. No, we can't. His face hardened, but she didn't care anymore. Lila turned to Ethan. I'll have my things packed by the morning. He nodded once. No fight, no apologies. She walked past them all out the door into the hallway. The air felt different, lighter. She had lost everything. Yet for the first time in a long time, she wasn't drowning. She was free.